Hello, everyone, and welcome to Horror Movie Reviews with Tyler. On behalf of GeekBuddy.com, I've had my coffee. I'm scared because I got Michael Myers right behind me, and we're going to be discussing some of our favorite horror flicks, and Halloween, the whole franchise, dating back to 1978, is unreal. It's very scary, very creepy. I hope I'm not in the bushes somewhere. I hope I don't see a man with a mask that's about 6'4". He could be 7 feet. It doesn't matter. Let's just exaggerate it. He's a monster. This guy's supernatural. Based on the characters by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, it's Halloween. I love the original from the 70s, but this one's just as creepy. I mean, it's actually the sequel from the 2018 revamped Halloween. And this one has definitely got the scares. It's got its intense, very horrific moments that go along with horror. But that's our topic, Halloween Kills. It came out on October 15th, 2021. Our plot, Halloween night, it continues with what Michael Myers had been doing. All his slayings had been so brutal, very gory, and it would continue. I'll just use that word again. In this film, this motion picture, and Michael Myers has been tormenting his hometown of Haddonfield, Illinois. And he tries killing Laurie Strode, his sister, as it was revealed earlier on in the earlier movies. Jamie Lee Curtis, with her daughter, actress Judy Greer, betrayed her, and then her granddaughter, Allison, and the actor who played her was Andy Matichek. I hope I got that pronunciation correct. I even tried to YouTube it and get that down, but that'll be some of the bloopers. Can Tyler pronunciate the actors' names? There you go. There's your little trivia. Well, they left Michael Myers in Laurie's basement. They got their justice, or so it seemed. They had him trapped. He was burning. He was becoming a marshmallow Michael Myers, if you will. I mean, he deserved it. The guy's, he's lost it. He's nuts. He's insane. He was in a mental hospital institution. I'm so scared I can't even talk. The firemen or firefighters came trying to do their job, and then Laurie's trying to plead, just let him burn. He's a murderer. He's nuts. He's out there. Come on. I know him. He's my brother. I found out I've got an evil brother. And now we're making a killing off these movies. I mean, literally in the film and, just in a teasing way. But, Michael was still inside. But Laurie's worst fears are coming back to life. She thought he was behind her. I mean, she could, finally move on and not have Michael Myers tormenting her or her family or her community. And then, Myers reemerges like any good killer. Not saying killers are good, but he's a character, so he is the boogeyman for a reason, like Tommy Doyle said, and that'll segue, because Tommy comes back. He plays a pivotal role in this film, and I'll tell you what, he slaughters the firefighters. They're just doing their job, but they should have listened to Laurie. They probably should have ran, because it doesn't matter how much reinforcements, I don't care if it's cops, this guy is supernatural. That's always been Carpenter's vision, and I'm going to be a little serious. Try to be professional here. But how can I when I've got Michael Myers right behind me? But, going back to the plot, the sheriff informed Karen, the daughter, that, hey, Michael Myers, he's still alive. You didn't kill him. I mean, the guy's still on the loose. He's killing people. And, of course, Strode tells her daughter, Karen, that evil dies tonight. I had to put that down in my notes. Use it as a great reference here, just being transparent. And she senses Michael's murdering his victims. It's like she's got that connection, not just with her DNA, but spiritually too. It's very compelling. And of course, Anthony Michael Hall plays Tommy Doyle. We talked about how he came back. That's what was neat about this film. You had a lot of reoccurring characters that were, for the most part, original, but Anthony Michael Hall, of course, was somebody new, but he did a great job. Always a talented performer, was part of the Brat Pack. All those 80s movies, was the big nerd, and turned out to be this hunk. Who knew? It's amazing. But, all the history that was shared with Haddonfield, and I love how David Gordon Green, did a great job. Of course, had Carpenter. I think Jamie Lee Curtis was a producer. Not surprised there. So all the vision was there. So he transcends by killing was another line that her character, Laurie Strode, said. When speaking of Jamie Lee Curtis, let me clarify so you can follow me. It's always important. So you'll be able to connect with this film. And Laurie comes for her evil brother. So it's kind of teasing what Halloween ends, what we're going to see, the progression of that film. That's what I love about trilogies, or even with the sequel. And even, honoring the original idea and concept from Mr. John Carpenter. Also love that the music's in here. I'm kind of giving some stuff away. I'm so excited, yet scared. Oh my gosh, he's right there. I can't believe it. You can tell I'm not an actor. That's an inside joke, if that's even a joke. But the performances I had to write down. Jamie Lee Curtis delivers incredibly as Laurie. I want to credit the powerful renditions to both actresses. That would be Judy Greer as Karen, the daughter, the granddaughter, Allison by Andy Matichak. Just great job. And veteran actor Will Patton as Officer Hawkins. His acting always connects with the audiences. And then Anthony Michael Hall portrays that vigilante-type character, much like the other mob members. And we're not talking the Italian mob. We're just talking about townspeople that were seeking revenge on Michael Myers. And then James Jude Courtney does an amazing job in embodying Mike Myers, the Shape. And Nick Castle was also in this. And that's going to be one of my things I liked. And 3 things I liked. Well, I like the cast members returning. That's Jamie Lee Curtis, of course, Charles Cyphers, as Sheriff Brackett, Kyle Richards as Lindsay, Nancy Stevens, who was Marion, the nurse who rode around. You saw her in the scene if you've watched the 1978 film with Dr. Loomis, who was portrayed by the great Donald Pleasance, a veteran British actor. And then, of course, Nick Castle makes appearances and cameos as Michael Myers, the Shape, in certain scenes of the film. But what I enjoyed is it featured the maternal fighting spirit on display by all the ladies, talking about Strode and her daughter and granddaughter, and John Carpenter's music coming back. The way he kind of changed it up, but it still respects the original. I love music anyways, and John Carpenter's a maestro. A very eerie maestro at that, but well done, sir, well done. 3 things I didn't like. There's going to be some negatives. It's not all positives. I didn't like how Michael versus the townspeople made them come off as not so intelligent. He's the boogeyman. You can't kill this guy. And most mortal men die, but not Michael Myers. Tommy Doyle's erratic behavior felt like kind of hurt the plot and storyline, even though I praised his performance, Anthony Michael Hall. It's not a knock. It's just the way the character kind of developed throughout the film. What's not crazy about that, he ends up costing friends and everybody their lives, trying to be too much of the hero, which is not always a good thing. One illustration, the hospital scene features the mob, and they they mistakenly kill the guy, thinking he's Michael Myers. So there was nothing innocent about it. I'll go back on that statement. But third observation, disappointed that the sequel compared to the 2018 Halloween did not live up to expectations. It was still pretty good, but it was not as good, I felt, as the one before it prior. My ratings, they told me to rate this thing. What am I, Rotten Tomatoes here? It gets 3 out of 6 stars, meaning it's able to digest. We're trying to have fun with this ratings. And thank you all for watching. It's been the first episode. It's the debut episode of Horror Movie Reviews with yours truly, Tyler Peters. And until next time, thank you so much. Horror Movie Reviews with Tyler will return next week. Please like and follow and subscribe to our upcoming YouTube channel. You know where to find us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, everywhere you can find social media and the internet. But peace out, and I've got to run for my lives. But I'm signing off, saying goodbye. Until next time, I could smile, but hey, I was a little panicked over here. Excuse me, pardon me. But thank you all for joining me. It's been Horror Movie Reviews with Tyler Peters on behalf of thegeekbuddy.com.